Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. It's been a while since I did a rant, but this one's gonna be a very unique video that I'm gonna to be able to discuss with you guys, so I can be able to hear your opinions, whether you want to or not. But these are my thoughts. I was wondering if you guys think that Saiyans are similar to black people. Um, I don't know, this might sound really confusing and may sound a bit odd to me or to you guys, but when I start to look at it when I was younger as a kid, I noticed there were some similarities with the Saiyans, between Saiyans and black people. Saiyans have been oppressed by the Frieza force, by Frieza, by demanding that they destroy the planets, and if they don't, then he will commit genocide and destroy every Saiyan out there and be able to make sure that they don't make it out alive. And it was under Frieza's order that they go to several planets, invade, and make a profit as part of his bidding. So with black people, it's kind of like the same thing. They kind of had to work in fixing cotton fields, being told to do without any defiance. On top of, if they did anything that upset white people or racists or the white supremacists, then their life will not be spared, just like in Dragon Ball Z. And how this correlates, in my opinion, because although the Saiyans may have not been good people, they may have been going out, they're really short-tempered, and you have that stereotype with black people, and then you notice that they're portrayed as monkeys. Like, it's kind of like if you portray a Saiyan as a monkey, you're basically portraying a black person as the N-word, or in subhuman, basically. So basically, Frieza constantly calling them that, he's basically saying they're not human, or they're a nuisance. Their life has no value. Just like when white people constantly call black people the N-word. And calling somebody a monkey may not be as bad as calling someone the N-word, but at the same time, when you disrespect somebody, calling them out based on their appearance, then that makes you a racist, basically. Frieza was basically racist because he was trying to insult them based on the way they're born and their physical appearance, because they have tails on top of being able to transform into Ozarus, which are considered giant apes. And with black people, honestly, they have short tempers too, though. The difference is they fight for, like, the ones that claim that they're hard. They fight in order to show off their strength so they can fit in with their community. They always want to start an impression, and people think they're big and bad when in reality, like, the only time they're really tough is only when their friends are behind them or they feel they have the advantage. With Saiyans, it's the same thing, but they don't really jump people. That's the one thing I can say about Saiyans, that they do not condone jumping people. They would rather show off their strength on their own without the help of others, because of their pride. Because with black people, they have a lot of pride, but there are times if they feel like they're in a losing situation, they feel they need backup to help them out. And plus, whether it's relying on weapons, their friends, and besides all this explanation and the details, I'm talking about black people being similar to Saiyans, or referring black people to Saiyans. Honestly, when I created the Black Saiyan archetype, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, this is something I thought of doing when I was a kid, early 2000s. I would say 2003, 2004. Back then, this really inspired me to make this kind of work exist, and I was surprised when this came to fruition. And all of a sudden, this archetype I made a huge difference. Not only is it getting the attention it deserves, but it's like, again, like, I hope you guys enjoy, like, what I've been doing so far. And it is sad right now. Besides what you see here, like, it was not an easy task. I can tell you now. It put a lot of thought, and I really appreciate the support, you guys. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be able to have the confidence like I have right now. And I can tell you, it was not an easy task. And I'm glad that the archetype is getting the attention it deserves, whether it may be real or not. It may whether, even though it's not actual Yu cards, whether they're actual Yu cards or not. The fact is, like, not only are they, not only you could see them in your perspective, you can see them online. It's the fact that I found ways to make the cards playable online, so people can be able to understand how fun the archetype can be. And looking at it, it just seems like a really cool archetype. It's something, if it were to exist, if something like this were to exist, I guarantee it would make a huge difference in Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe there are some cards that will, there is something Konami will look into these cards, where they decide to make them, and then eventually there are times they'll try to make the deck more vulnerable in order for other players, so that they don't feel that they don't have that discomfort, so that other archetypes can be relevant. But this, I feel like, is going to be relevant throughout the long run, if it were to exist and become real as actual Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And it would be something that I would enjoy and several people would. And although it may not exist in the real world, I'm glad I was able to make something out of it. And again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.